All right, what is up, guys? Welcome to the Daily Dose. I'm your host, John Hyslop. This show is presented, as always, by ProphetX, the great ProphetX, that is. And honestly, guys, it's time for a little vitamin K. I've been scouring the board. We've been doing nothing but dingers all the time, always. And to be honest with you, we need some more Ks in our life. Like, I don't love what's happened to that market, but what we can do is we can play them straight and try and, I don't know, grind out. That's probably our best option because those K parlays nowadays on the books, dude, 11 plus is like plus 450 on like random guys like Zach Wheeler one day. Like, those are crazy. We can't do this all the time, but we can do a couple of them. I already got one locked in, and we'll find one in just a second. Just give me 1 second. Let me send this tweet out, and we'll get going. We already got some questions in here. All right. Phone down. Let's roll. All right, here we go. We already got some questions. Pick it. Jared, I got your back, bro. I got two of them right now. Jello. Barry's playing, and he's smacking two today. I love that. I love that. I love it. Kyle Farmer at plus 830. I'll be honest with you. That's not that ridiculous. Phil, what's up, dude? Happy Dinger Tuesday, man. That is awesome. And Dustin May is somebody, Oscar, that we might want to take a look at. But the first guy I want to do right now, before anything, we'll go Bryce Miller, over 5.5 strikeouts, 125. I did a full unit. I actually sent that to Tails, like my odd shopper people. Like, this is a locked-in bet. So let me look right now. The reason why I like this so much is for one, the Red Sox strike out. We're getting a little bit of a discount, I think, because they just came off of a series with the White Sox. Look who they faced. They weren't going to strike out a lot. But, I mean, like, Burke, I think, threw to him. Sean Smith one day. Burke got 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like they're not striking out, I guess is all I'm trying to say. And today they get Miller. The best price in the world is like plus 110 at FanDuel. All right, we're getting plus 125. Okay, that's a deal if you ask me. There's books out there with this at even money, minus 105 at DraftKings, minus 107 at Ballybet. I mean, plus 105 at ESPN, even money at FanDuel or Fanatics. So it's not like we can't get, anything. Where's the bitch? Nice work, bro. How you doing today, Jeff? It's just going to be me on this show from now on. So there is that. It's going to be a nice, quick, let's get some bangers and let's get the hell out of here. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, guys. We got to get going on our day. But we got 15 minutes to come bullshit for a little bit, find some bangers, talk about ProphetX and why you should be using ProphetX because it's an exchange. This is not a sports book. It looks and feels exactly like a sports book, but you're not playing against billion-dollar corporations. That's why I was able to get Bryce Miller over 5.5 plus 125 because this thing moved all throughout the day. All right, so whoever put this in earlier, I'm guessing it was earlier, this thing moved against them. And now we have the best price in the world for it. Guess what? I get to play a tier. Why would you not? At the same time, if you don't have a lot of outs because you're in an illegal state, ProphetX. This thing's legal in almost every single state. I think it's Nevada, Washington, Washington, Montana, Idaho, Nevada, Louisiana, Tennessee, Ohio, Michigan. That's it. Those are the only states that can't use ProphetX. I would use ProphetX if you're in any of those states, like Florida, California, Texas, like those are the ones. This is another out, and you literally can EV bet everything. I know yesterday I was putting in things to try and get matched and at like the best possible price in the market. People were giving me pushback for that, but that was plus EV betting. It wasn't like I was doing like plus 200 on something that should have been like even money. I don't know, plus 105 instead of even money, stuff like that. You can do that if you want. You can just request whatever play you want. But right now, do I have anything unmatched? No, I just have stuff matched. So right now we're doing Bryce Miller. over 5.5 strikeouts. The reason being, besides being the best price in the world, he's throwing his four-seamer. It's not great, all right? Not a good CSW on that at all. But this team, the Red Sox, are having a very hard time with four-seamers from righties. Every single player except for Jarren Duran, 22+% K rate. Like, that's crazy on that pitch. That's insane that they can trot out a lineup like that. That's one reason why they're literally they've struck out the second most times in the entire MLB. Like, it's not even close. And the team, like, there's only one team worse since the Rockies, but dude, these guys, they're there. They strike out. That's their preferred way of getting out. You get out 27 times in a game, and they just prefer to strike out. On top of that, sliders have been an issue, and although Miller doesn't throw it that much to righties, at least, I think he does. He does throw it a little bit to lefties too, but they can't hit that. So we'll see what happens. But 6 strikeouts for him. Miller just had 8 last game, so it's not like he can't go up and get this number. I'm fine with it. Fired him. No. Matty's doing his own show. We had 2 guys on the same show fighting over what code to use. So we can't be doing that. And also, too, we're going to sweat out some stuff. But to be honest with you, this is more of a let's just find some bangers and get that out of here. Let's get people on ProphetX. We need more people on the exchange, period. More people means more liquidity. So if you're not on ProphetX, download it right now and use promo code SLOP. They'll give you 2% cash back for the first 30 days. I think it's up to $300. So that alone is a reason to use it. I mean, it's free money right there. All you got to do is play, which you're going to do anyways. And you're going to play at the best possible prices. Speaking of best possible prices, Chandler Simpson over a half a stolen base. So just to steal one base, plus 196. And I did get this earlier today. Let's see if this thing is moved. I bet it has, but we might still be able to get something. It was the best possible price was like 168 at the books, which is wild. Now, it's not like Brandon Pfaadt's the guy you run on all the time just because everyone can hit him so they don't run on him. But this Simpson kid, I really think is a stolen base like artist. And he can hit a little bit. So he's a lefty. What do we got? It is still plus 196. Oh, 198. And there is $12 left on that. After that, we're going to go down to 194, then 184. So you still can get like your 12 bucks. I took it for a full unit. I'll be honest with you. This guy Simpson is a base stealer. Go back and look at his minor league numbers. I mean, the guy was literally put on earth to steal bases. So it makes sense, especially since he's just now getting to the major league. So it's not like, I don't know. It's not like he's been here a while. He's settled in. He's just going to run. Like that's basically what he's here for. He can hit. He's a lefty against Brandon Pfaadt, which is exactly what you want in your base stealers because that guy's probably going to get on base. He can even do it after a walk. So we'll see what happens there. But we still need one more, maybe 2 more bets. I'm looking in. We don't have a lot of lineups, which I like to see lineups first because that's where your biggest edges are in the K market is whenever lineups get released. Because not every day, but a lot of times you're going to find surprises. And sometimes those surprises are guys who can't like hit certain pitches. You know what I mean? So that wasn't factored into the line because the lines on these are made before these things ever get released, the lineup. So they think maybe a guy's going to be in, but if he's not and it's someone else that strikes out, you have an edge there. But Dustin May is another one. It looks like plus 130. Oh, the dogs are about to go nuts. They like this one. They like it. Yeah, we'll probably do this one, Dustin May. Let me see what his last one was. What the hell is going on? Why are they giving us that? There's another one that you guys are going to hate that we might do as well. So give me 1 second. Let me just find one thing. The Dodgers. Yeah, he had 7 against Colorado last time. It kind of doesn't count. But at the same time, he threw 6 innings. How many pitches did they let him throw? Anybody know? 76. So he is going to get the yank. That's his biggest problem. The Cubs, 846, 197, and 846. That ain't that bad. 197 divided by 846, 23%. Not great. I don't mind May at all. Who put that in the chat? Somebody just did. What's up? How you doing, Taizi? Who else doing 100? That's not that crazy, Logan. I mean, I like Bangaliers. He's the guy that I would go after Rooker in that game. But you really can't play Rooker. I mean, I did, but I mean, it's plus 200. Like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's not something that is smart. Let's put it that way. Like, I wouldn't say that's a smart move on my part. But at the same time, sometimes you got to get loose, man. You know, like, what do you want me to do? Hang on one second. I'll tell you about Dustin May. See that sweeper. These guys love to throw that sweeper. 33% to lefties. 1, 2. I've already counted 3 strikeouts, and we only need 5. I bet you he throws 80-plus pitches. Yep. Here's the thing, though. Yet another one. We can get, we can't get 134, but I can get plus 128 for like 151 is in there. That's better than any move in the market. So what we just locked in right there, that's better than anything in the market. We got best execution too. So that means that they gave us whatever's left over on the better price. So we averaged out at $1.29 plus 129. If you go around and look at Dustin May, 114 at FanDuel, 105 at both BetMGM and DraftKings. So 110 at ESPN, 102 at Bally. I mean, every single place. You're even beating Circa, who is pretty sharp. You're beating Pinnacle, those offshore guys. I mean, I don't know. I don't see how he doesn't get at least 5 Cubs. Again, I get like the pitch count and they're bringing along slowly, but at some point he's going to have to throw like a regular starter again. They're going to take the train wheels off. Here, I can tell you right now how many pitches he threw last time. I think it was 76, it said. Yeah. So 81, 86, 76. He just came out after an inning. That was all that happened. They were going to throw him 6 innings. So he's probably going to throw 6 innings. He got 6 Braves, 7 Rockies, 1 National. That must have sucked. But yeah, to get plus 129 on that is ridiculous. But again, you can't do that unless you're at ProfitX. You're going to have to take one of those lower prices. And if I got 10 cents better on everything, we'd be killing it. You know what I mean? Hang on. I'm going to get to these. Yeah, I think Dustin's throwing that many. Oscar, I think you're right. Good call on that, by the way. But again, I got 129. What did you get? Did you take that already? And this isn't just to shame anybody. I'm more just saying, like, the plus 129. You can't get that anywhere on the planet except ProfitX. But that's how exchanges work. You know what I mean? Judge is gross also. LOL, but dude can't keep. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to – he's going to have to earn his way back, Logan. That's what's going to have to happen, and that's what he's going to do, I think. Thinking, ooh, nice. Nice. That ain't bad, Phil. I'd take that. I hope May throws 90-plus pitches, man. That would be so good. So right now, we got Dustin May over 4.5 plus 129. We got Bryce Miller over 5.5 plus 125. And we also have Chandler Simpson over, well, I'm sorry, we'll call it 1 plus stolen base plus 196. All 3 of those are legit. I'm going to find more. But what I kind of want to do now is show you guys unmatched, or what it means, like what that means, unmatched. Like this means I matched someone else's play on all 3 of these. So someone else had it out there, and I took the other side. So it's like me playing against my friend instead of using a sports book where they're going to charge you a vig on that. We're not playing at a sports book. We're playing at an exchange where it's just like you sitting at like a bar with your buddy and you're just taking the other side of what he thinks. That's all we're doing, which is awesome because you don't want to pay big. All right. Yeah. Plus one. I mean, that's a good price. I'm not saying anything, Oscar. I'm just saying, like, you would rather have plus 129, right? That's all I'm saying. And I would take it at plus 115. So don't think I'm saying oh, look at me with the better price. I'm just, I don't know, illustrating what happens at these exchanges. Who's smacking 2? Wow, Bill. Bill. If I had to guess anybody, I'd say Buxton. Cal Raleigh is a 2 guy. But man, those are tough, man. Pitching versus the Pirates. Let me check him out real quick. We'll go over there. So it's Soriano, not a big strikeout guy. CSW against righties. That's called strikes and swing strikes. That's what that percentage is. Let me see. Then it depends on how well they hit the knuckle curve. Really, none of them. They don't really see it a lot. So the first 3 guys are all just strikeout machines against that last season, at least. So he should be able to get something there. What's his number? I'll find that out in just a second. Someone find out while I'm looking at this. Last season, knuckle curve is not great. Not great for the Pirates. First 3 guys he could easily get on a strikeout. He'd have to get the 2 strikes on that. He didn't have a lot of put away stuff. And then sliders. How well did his righties hit this slider? Not good. Tommy Pham misses on that. Bart, McCutcheon. So that's 3. I don't love. I mean, Brian Hayes really kind of strikes out more than I thought he did. Let's find his number. I'll show you guys how to try and get something matched. Right now, if you're an EV person, Brendan Donovan over 1.5 bases at Profitex is plus 199. Up 169 now. Still a great deal. Plus 135 at certain books. I mean, that's crazy. That's just insane to me that kind of value just exists. Like, there it is. Get some of that. Hang on, I'm looking for something on the back end. I'll tell you about. Anybody else want me to check out anybody? Some of that vitamin K? Because we need more of these going, man. We got to have more, dude. Where is he? 5.5, I don't love. We don't have any liquidity whatsoever on Profitex with that either. That stinks. Be a lot cooler if we did. Anybody else? Anybody want me to check them out? Ooh, Tucker for 2. Tucker for 2 is not bad. I mean, that's wild. Don't get me wrong. Out of control, but not that bad. Odd Shopper likes Pete Alonso under 1.5 total bases. I can't do that to Pete. Pete's Circle of Trust guy. Let me just go through one second on this. I'll see if I see anything. I'm using the screen at Odd Shopper on the back end here so I can see what everyone else is at compared to what ProphetX is at. And it looks like our strikeouts are pretty much like we got the 2 we want. Chris Bubeck, but there's no liquidity on ProphetX right there, right now for that one. I guess what I could do is just put it in. There you go. I could add liquidity. I think the Dustin May one is so good. Good call, Oscar. Freaking man, dude. I think Brandon Fought strikes out a few Rays. I think he gets hit by him too. Those are always fun. Yeah, it looks like we got there. All right, so that's gonna do it. Any questions? Here, hang on. Oh, Feltner against the Royals. No. I always I avoid the Royals like the plague. But when it comes to strikeouts, I don't like targeting them. Although they have struck out more than they normally do this season so far, but They're just not a K team. 178 and 752 at bats, which I mean that's not horrible. But Feltner, I don't know. Not a strikeout guy. I don't love it. I'm not saying he can't do it. So never say, oh, he can't do it. You know what I mean? He can. And I don't mind Tucker home run at all. I'm always. Not the Royals are bad too. No, everyone's gonna be on Bubeck just because he's against the Rockies. The Rockies so far this season have struck out 234 times in 694 at bats. That is bananas. Like that's horrible. That's like little league. That's not even major league. So now they go on the road and they get a lefty. Oh, we've already got their lineup. Bouchard strikeout guy. Yep. Farmer strikeout guy. Jesus Christ. So the four-seam fastball, let me see if it's an issue for him. Not really. Stallings is going to strike out on that, and same with Jordan Beck. All right. And then he doesn't really throw the slider that much. The changeup. The next one, the sweeper. It's all going to depend on how they do against the sweeper, these righties. Bouchard doesn't really hit it well. Tolia is going to be batting righty. He doesn't. Stallings doesn't. Moniak. I don't understand why even Moniak would be in the lineup. He's a lefty, but whatever. Jordan Beck is back. He's a strikeout machine for now. I think that kid might actually be good at some point. The Schnuck kid. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Bubeck could set a record tonight. But again, you got to go up to 7.5 to get him, and we don't get a lot of value at ProphetX on him. So it is what it is. What'd I say? Jermaine, Soderbaum. Yeah. I mean, everything's a small sample though. For right now, that's what our jobs are as bettors, is to figure out if you think that sample is legit or if it's not. Because if you think it's going to regress big time, then you can get loose. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, if you don't, I don't know. But yeah. Yeah, no, they're striking out all the time, Jermaine. Like that's bad, dude. Like that is really bad. That's why there's a bunch of different names in that lineup, though. Like Bouchard, Beck, the Aaron guy. I can't even pronounce his last name. Schneck, I think his name is. Schnuck, Beck, Moniak wasn't even like he got dropped by someone already this season. Tolia strikes out all the time. Stalling strikes out. Hunter Goodman strikes all the time. The sweeper is. I mean, I would just throw sweepers if I'm Bubeck tonight. Like you could just literally sit everyone down on those. Like they don't hit it. So we'll see. I mean, Bubeck, like I said, he could set a record tonight. Like that, I would, if I'm going to say, hey, ladder somebody all the way up, man, you'd have a hard time finding someone better to ladder up, you know what I mean, than that. Maybe. I'm not saying they can't. I'm not saying that at all. All right, Jermaine, not at all. Yeah, exactly. Not a burner. We just gotta wait until it warms up a little bit and Jake starts hitting nukes. I'm telling you right now, that nukes. We'll be there. We'll be there soon. My allergies are picking up. That's how I know we're about there, man. I'm like dying. My nose is messed up. Eyes are starting to burn, but it feels good. It feels good because I know what that means. That means warmer weather is on the way. And I'll be honest with you, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah, the books, never going to see it coming. They'll never see us coming. All right, that's going to do it today. We got 3 bets right there. Everything's plus money. Everything's on ProphetX. If you don't have ProphetX, download it. I'm dead serious. I'm not gonna not do this. Like every single show, that's all I'm gonna tell you. Download ProphetX. You need ProphetX. If you don't have it, get it. It's just another out. That's how I kind of look at it. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to do something new. You're not. You're giving yourself another out. And a lot of you are in states where you can't even play at sportsbook. So you got to do like DFS stuff, which is fine. But why not have this? as well. I mean, it makes no sense to not have ProfitX. I have it. I have my money in it. I've done withdrawals. I know if I can. I know I can redeem my money. It comes literally to your account within like a day. So getting your money out is fine, which is the first thing I always check at exchanges or at sweepstakes, anything like that. Always check the withdrawal process. Like never just trust. Okay. Well, guess what? I did it. It worked. Yeah, it's legal in Texas, not a burner. It's legal everywhere except for Washington, Idaho, Montana, Nevada. So those four. And then like Louisiana, Ohio, and Michigan. I'm trying to think if there's one more. Oh, and Tennessee. I forgot Tennessee. Everywhere else, if I didn't name your state, it's there. But my point is, what you can do is like, let's say you get a lineup that you like, right? In baseball, it comes out, you look, and you're like, whoa, I didn't think those strikeout artists were going to be in there. You can go to ProphetX right then and just put in something. Like if it's not already there, you can just go request what you want and name your price. I mean, you can't go too out of control with your price, but just name something a little bit better than market and just move. Or see if someone already left theirs sitting there, because chances are they did. I don't know. Is there a promotion week? It's like use promo code SLOP and they give you cash back for the month. Like it's just a percentage of like what you play. But I mean, this is just like another out, like another DK, FanDuel, anything like that. Like you just literally have another out, but it's not, you're not playing against a corporation. You're playing against other people. But I don't know. I would try. It operates just like a sports book, though. Like what we just saw, what you just watched me do, it's literally just like a sports book. Except the thing is, look at these prices. They're better than what you can get at any sports book. Like not even remotely close. Here, before we go, I'll tell you what you can get. The stolen bases, the Chandler kid. I don't think it's even close. I know it wasn't earlier today, so I might be telling myself for being a moron. But Chandler Simpson is plus 152. 154, I'm sorry, at FanDuel. 140 at BetMGM and Fanatics. 140 at ESPN. And here we are with plus 196. Like that, I don't care what market it is. If we end up with plus 196 and all those other schmucks have to bet plus 155 or whatever, dude, you're going to kill them over time. Like, sure, it might not be this bet, you know what I'm saying, or this play, but okay, once you add them up, because we're not just going to stop after this one, right? What I like to do is look at all your bets on a spreadsheet, every single play you ever make, right? And just change whatever price you got to the best price at the time. You would be shocked at what that would do for your bottom line. Like you'd be shocked. And here you are with another out to give you a chance to get those best prices. That's why I'm saying I take it. Plus, we need more people here anyways to get more liquidity. The more liquidity, the better. At some point, this is just going to be the way. Watch. We're going to get that many people. So anyways, just download ProphetX. Links in the description. Promo code SLOP. They'll give you cash back for the first month. It's good. So basically cash back on everything you play. Yeah, that's it. Those are the three moves, though. I'll read them off one more time. Dustin May over 4.5 strikeouts plus 129. Bryce Miller over 5.5 strikeouts plus 125. And Chandler Simpson 1+ stolen base plus 196. I think that's a profitable card that we got. Stick that in your back pocket. I will see all of you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Again, if you have questions, let me know. Hang on. You still doing the $10 to 10K? No, I'm going to do it, Timothy. I want to start on the exact right move. Does that make sense? And it's crazy because I don't know. I can't find it. I want the first one. You know what I'm saying, Timothy? You got to get the first step. It always takes. We had Solder Bomb, which they're not going to give us ever again like that. But remember that on the first day last time? And I thought we had Alonso the next day, but it didn't work. So quick question. What you got on Simpson? Was it? Well, it's a very big market discrepancy, but that kid Simpson, if you read about him, he's a stolen base machine. Like he stole, I'm not going to say the number because I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's so many in X amount of minor league games. He just got his first one the other day. I'm thinking they let that kid run. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I really do. I'm thinking that they called him up and they're just going to let him run. This is a wild Tampa season. I would think that's what their plan is. So just they got a bunch of young guys, let them go, see what happens. But I don't know. Brandon Pfaadt is not a guy that you do steal bases off of just because you can hit him so well. But the bullpen, I don't know. I think, and to be honest with you, I think they try him anyways. I think if he gets on first base, they're going to try whoever's pitching. So all we're really saying is that we think Chandler Simpson's going to get on base. Because if he gets on first base, they're trying to run, and he can fly. But he can hit too, which is crazy. So there's that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. We're coming back at 4 p.m., me and Eitan. We're going to go over some stuff at Odd Shopper. There's a lot of EV stuff for the NBA tonight, so we're going to jump on that, and we're going to put together another dinger parlay. I can't wait to do it. Download ProphetX, though. Before you're doing that, download ProphetX. Get it. Have it in your back pocket, so whenever we come and have these talks, you'll have exactly what's available to me, too. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.